The Thales Group have just released their annual cyber report. Now, if you don't know who the Thales Group is, they're a global technology leader with more than 77,000 employees in 5 different continents. The group invests in digital technologies, deep innovations, big data, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity and quantum technology, and each year release a report on the state of cybersecurity. The Thales report says 84% of IT professionals reported an increase in ransomware attacks, with 22% of organisations experienced a ransomware attack within the past 12 months. 51% of enterprises do not have a formal ransomware plan, and of those recently suffered a cloud data breach, 55% of respondents identify human error as the primary cause. So let's just go back over and have a quick conversation about some of those statistics, the main headlines there. So the last one there was about companies, enterprises that had actually suffered a data breach. The 55% of the respondents identified that human error was actually the main cause involved in the data breach. So that would likely be an example of an employee being sent a phishing email or being part of a social engineering attack and giving out their credentials, or potentially servers and cloud infrastructure being misconfigured and allowing attackers in through a back door. 51% of enterprises do not have formal ransomware plan, and that's actually very, very surprising. One of the most important things that any enterprise must have in this day and age is a formal plan for ransomware attacks. It's quite shocking really to hear this, that 51% of enterprises don't have any formal ransomware plan. So let's look at what else the report has said. Nearly half, that's 47%, of all IT professionals surveyed believe that security threats are increasing in volume or severity, with 48% reporting an increase in ransomware attacks. More than a third, that's 37%, have experienced a data breach in the past 12 months, including 22% reporting that their organisation have been a victim of a ransomware attack. IT respondents identified their cloud assets as the biggest targets for cyber attacks. Over a quarter, that's 28%, said that SaaS apps and cloud-based storage were the biggest targets, followed by cloud-hosted applications and cloud infrastructure management. The increase in cloud exploitation and attacks is directly due to the increase in workloads moving to the cloud, as 75% of respondents said 40% of the data stored in the cloud is now classified as sensitive, compared to 49% of respondents in 2022. These are just a few of the key insights from the 2023 Thales Data Threat Report, conducted by 451 research analysts, where they surveyed both private and public sector organisations. The report reveals how businesses are responding and planning their data security strategies and practices in the light of changing threat landscapes and the progress they're making to address these threats. Simple human error, misconfiguration or other mistakes can accidentally lead to breaches, and respondents identified this as the leading cause of cloud data breaches. For those organisations that have suffered a data breach in the past 12 months, misconfiguration or human error was the primary cause identified by 55% of the respondents. This was followed by the exploitation of a known vulnerability, 21%, and of a 0-day, previously unknown vulnerability, 13%. The report finds that identity and access management is the best defense, with 28% of respondents identifying it as the most effective tool to mitigate these risks. Meanwhile, the severity of ransomware attacks appears to be declining, with 35% of 2023 respondents reporting that ransomware had a significant impact, compared to 44% of respondents reporting similar levels of impact in 2022. Spend is moving in the right direction too, with 61% reporting they would shift or add a budget for ransomware tools to prevent future attacks. I think the report findings are very concerning. and the fact that 48% of IT professionals report an increase in ransomware attacks. That's very concerning in its own right. It's showing that the threat landscape is most certainly being tipped towards ransomware. And 51% of those enterprises don't have a formal ransomware plan, which is very concerning. And 55% of the respondents identifying human error as a primary cause of data breaches. So there are three major lessons to be learned there by enterprises, and certainly for cybersecurity professionals, those are areas that need to be focused on and have our efforts doubled down on. I'll leave a link to the full report in the description if you'd like to have a look at that in any more detail. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.